everybody, welcome back. Today I'm going to do something a little different. I need to replace some hanging towels that are on my stove. Mine are old and threadbare, so I thought, well, how hard can this be? Let me give it a whirl. I got two towels from Hobby Lobby. The spring shop is half off, so these were only $3 a piece. And then I picked up a 2-pack of pot holders from the Dollar Tree in black, my favorite color. So I'm gonna try and make a little hanger, putting this at the top, and then you put a little button to loop it over the stove handle. Anyway, you'll see where we're going. So this is how the towel comes, and it just so happens to be almost the perfect width for this. So I think I'm just gonna go with it. I'm not gonna bother refolding the towel. Let's see, I do need to find the middle of the pot holder. So I just fold it up, and I'm going to mark the center with two straight pins here. If it was a lighter color, I might just put a pen mark on it, but it won't show up on the black pot holder. So there we go. I'm going to do like that. And then the middle's right here. Does that look like the middle? Sure does. Okay. Gonna scooch it over just a little bit. Okay, so there's the middle of the pot holder. Alrighty, and then we've got the center of the towel here because it's folded. And I'm going to open it up. And then I'm going to line up the middle of the pot holder with the center fold of the towel. And then I'm going to put a pin through the pot holder and the towel on each side to hold it while I'm sewing. So let's put that all the way through like that. Then here, if you put the needle through, it'll come out the back, and then you can bring it back up just to hold it all together while you're putting it through the sewing machine. And then I'm going to pin the other side. Okay. And one down here. That was not long enough. Okay. Let's try another one. Okay, so the pins on these sides are just to hold everything together, and then these two are marking where I'm going to put my stitching. So I'm going to take this over to my sewing machine, and I'm going to stitch this. Normally I would do it with black thread, but you won't be able to see that, and that won't be very interesting to watch. So I'm going to stitch this with white thread so you can see, and we're going to put just a line right down the center there. Okay, see you at the sewing machine. Hi everybody, welcome back. Well, it's a good thing I bought two towels because I did not film the sewing of the first towel. I meant to, and somehow I did not. So let's give it another take. Towel number 2. So I have my towel from Hobby Lobby. I've got my Dollar Tree pot holder pinned down the same way. I've got my pins here marking where the center is that I just took out because it's facing the wrong way. Alrighty, so what I want to do is line that pin up with where the needle is on the sewing machine. So then I can take that pin out, put that in my holder down here, and put down the foot. Now when I'm going through, I want to make sure I hold on to the towel and the pot holder to keep them together because these are not pinned all that well, remember. It's just a very loose pinning. And I'm going to do a little stitch, and then I'm going to back, and then I'm going to finish sewing straight down. Just a plain straight stitch with the sewing machine. Alright, here we go. A couple stitches forward. Then we're going to do back and forward. And I'm just going to go kind of slow. My machine is very old and it doesn't like thick stuff, so roll that up. I'm going to take this pin out because I'm coming right at it. Okay, and continue straight down. Oh, that's a little fast. There we go. And then a little back stitch at the end. There we go. Okay. And now I'll pull the towel out. And cut those strings off. Okay. So now let's go back to the desk and we'll sew on a little button to go in for the loop to go through. Alrighty. Hey everybody. Alright, we're back from the sewing machine. I snipped off the threads on the edges. I took out the pins that were holding the pot holder down. So now we have this, a towel with a pot holder sewn on the top. Alright, so now we need to put a button here so that when you put this over your stove handle, you can hook it on there and it'll stay for you to dry your hands or whatever while you're in the kitchen. So I picked out a button. Your button needs to be big enough that it can go through the loop, but not so little that it's just going to pop off. I like a nice big button because it's, you know, it's cute. Alright, so I have put thread in my needle already, and I've tied the end because, let me tell you, my eyesight is terrible and that took forever, even with a threader. Okay, so I'm going to line up my button with my loop, and I need to keep it kind of near the top, so I'm going to put it right there, and then we're just going to do a buttonhole stitch. Come from the back, and you can do, you've got a couple choices. You can do straight across, you can do X's, whatever you like. Just, you know how to sew on a button, right? Front, back, back, front. Just keep going until it's nice and sewed on there. I like to go at least 4 times through each set of holes to make sure it's secure. But whatever you feel like. If you have thinner thread, I suggest going more often. If you have like a bigger needle and you have fishing line, that's nice because it's plastic and it's a little sturdier, although the dryer may get it. But anyway, it's just a button. If it comes off, you can sew it back on. Here we go. We're going to do the other side. A couple more times. Sorry, I have to keep looking. Did I mention I'm not the best sewer in the world? No, I'm not. I'm just a functional one. I can't make you any clothes, but I can sew on a button. Alright, so and then we put our needle through and tie a knot back here. Easier said than done. Wow, that really didn't work. Let's go this way. This one just isn't going to cooperate with me today. That's because I have the camera on. Never wants to work with the camera on. Did I mention I'm not a great sewer? Here is the proof. Not great. But it will work. And thankfully, this is on the back, so no one will see it. Alright, let's see. So now we have our towel, our button, and our loop goes right through. So if you imagine that this is the handle of your stove, you bring this up under the handle and you loop this around. And it works every time. There you go. So now it'll hang on your stove just like that. So here's the first one we did. And here's my other one. I found a nice black button for this one. So now I will go replace the ones on my stove that are old, and we will get some nice new ones in the kitchen. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys got something out of that. I hope at least you were entertained. by my terrible sewing. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.